Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kiera or K Green Art. So welcome. Have you ever been curious about the paint by numbers, where basically like you're just entering the color of the paint where the number is at? So yeah, I went ahead and I bought one of those, but it's pertaining towards my own artwork. So I ordered one off of Amazon and then the other one off of Etsy. I stay buying shit off of Etsy, so this isn't even a shock. I'm currently filming in Texas, as you can see by the different background. From my last video that I posted, I mentioned how I'm doing this secret package right here, and this is where it came from. So yeah, so if any of you all are interested in watching my very first vlog, the link will be down below in my description box. So let's get into it. Oh, okay. Came with a thank you card and information in the back. I want to say this is the easel that it has to be propped up on.
Hey y'all, this is Future Kiera editing this video right now, and I'm currently at work. So correction, that is not a easel at all. Those are actually the blocks of wood that you use to place behind your canvas sheet. It may sound confusing right now, but you'll see further along within the video what I'm talking about. But it's not an easel at all. Okay, so let's continue with the video.
Here is the paint. That's on the back of it. So I'm very curious to see how this looks. I don't want to cut it too tight. Here we go. So this is from one of my most popular pictures that I've done. This one's called Just Another Day. And as you can see, these colors, oh, this is going to be a task. But I'm excited though. I'm very excited. Stickers, some paint brushes it came with. So this just looked like a paper version of the canvas sheet. Exact same thing. Lord, that's a lot of numbers. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And as you can see over here, I believe whenever I decide I want to place the stickers on the paint itself, this just tells me like which number represents which paint. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. I believe these screws go towards this easel right here whenever I'm ready to have everything propped up. Okay. Let me get started, because it seems as though I have a lot to work with.
What I like about this company is that they pay very close attention towards details. They place the paint already in order for me, so the only thing that I have to do is just place the stickers on the paint and call it a day. And also, so that picture that has all the numbers on it, that's a replica of the official picture. Let's say I can't really tell which paint goes where. I'll use that as a guide to know where to place the paint at, which is also a plus for someone who has, not the best eyesight. As I'm getting everything ready to start painting, the 3 brushes that came with this package, they're brushes. They're pretty dense for the quality that they are, and I can just tell they're going to get the job done. So I'm not really too much mad at it. With the paint, it was a little bit challenging trying to get it open, but I see that as a good thing, meaning that it won't bust open during shipping or nothing. So I see that as an A+. So for the quality of the paint, it was basic. Like, it wasn't the top notch, but it was very, very opaque, meaning that I didn't have to add many layers for it to look thick within color. Only for certain colors I had to do that, but to be quite honest, I'll probably give it like an 8 out of 10 when it comes towards the paint.
Okay, so as I'm finishing up on that Amazon paint by number picture, now let's get into the Etsy one. But before I do, y'all, please go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. I promise you ain't gonna lose no money, you ain't gonna lose no edges, you ain't gonna lose no sleep. Please go ahead and like my channel. It pushes my video out there towards people like y'all. So yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see, compared to the other one, this one is way longer compared to the Amazon package, just off rip. And it seems to be packaged way nicer just from the outer appearance, but let's get into it. Look, it's all fancy and whatnot. Look at that. And this is the opposite side by it. You have your three brushes. You have your paint. It got kind of like jungled up and shipping. And also the picture. You have the easel, and you have the picture itself. Let's go ahead and open this up right here. Yeah, that's actually, okay. Very simple when it comes towards the supplies. Interesting. Okay. So this is how the image looks before I put any paint on it. And already off rip compared to the Amazon, this one has way less numbers compared to the Amazon picture. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I actually did the other picture on purpose just to see how well it'll pick up on the numbers. So in a way, I kind of knew this one was gonna be a little bit more easier compared to the other one. And as I'm examining it closer, on my original image that I did for this, it had words on it. This one, they kind of like edited the letters off of some of the pictures. I'll put a side by side somewhere on the screen so that you all can see it. But and then here's a picture that was inside with the paint. Hopefully the paint itself doesn't pick up these colors once I paint them, and that's just the way how it printed it out. But yeah, this should be fun. Way easier compared to the other one. I can't wait for y'all to see the results I made off that Amazon one. But let me go ahead and get started on this one. This one's will probably take me like no less than 3 days to finish, and I'll tell you all how everything goes. Wait towards the end to see the final results.
As you all seen in the previous paint by number order, the process is the exact same way. So right now I'm just currently putting the stickers onto the paint pots. While I was doing so, I noticed how they gave me extra paint. And I really like this important detail because that tells me how there's one area of the picture that requires more paint than the other. In case if I run out, they give me extra. So I love that. And what I found out is that this plastic case for the paint, it also is a pencil holder, which also is a nice little detail. You know, details matter a lot. I feel so a lot of companies should be paying that attention. But yeah, a small little plastic case that I can carry my paint and brushes in. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this added like at least 5 brownie points to this company because, like I said, I'm a sucker when it comes towards details.
So I lied. It has not been 3 days since I finished that picture. More so like 2-3 weeks. And I'm not gonna hold you. You really have to be in the mood to want to finish these type of things, because with me, I don't know about you, I lose interest very, very easily. And this one was one of those type of things. So I finished this at work. I did some at the coffee shop, whatever, but it is now finished. But before I get into showing y'all the before and after and final results, I want to go ahead and tell you all about the price point of both of these orders. The first one will be off of Etsy. The one off of Etsy, originally it was $29.50, but because it was on sale, I got it for $22.12. And the one off of Amazon, it was not on sale, but I did get it for $33.16. For both orders, I got the full package. I got the paint, I got the canvas roll, I got the setup for me to put it on the canvas, which is also another topic for a different day. Actually, let's talk about that right now. So what I kind of had an issue with when it came towards setting up the canvas was that both orders didn't give me instructions on how to do so until I went on their website. Okay. And common sense isn't always common for some people. And for me, I actually had to get my stepdad to help me set up and build this whole thing. So what I like about Etsy is getting some brownie points from me. They actually had on their website where you can learn how to set up the canvas yourself. Amazon didn't have that. So I feel as though that also will be very helpful, because let's be real, a lot of people don't do their research unless they're forced to. So I feel as though if they would add like a instruction sheet on how to build the canvas, that'd be very helpful. But two, I also understand that you can go on their website and learn how to do it yourself also. But I feel as though putting it in the order will be very, very helpful. So this is how it looks next to the original image. So what is your opinion about the colors being correct on this image right here? This image right here also. Now I would like to talk about the pros and the cons for both of these orders. So the one, y'all, this one is the Amazon order, okay? This is Amazon. So the first pro for Amazon is the color match. I like how, I would say like a good 90% accurate when it comes towards my original image. And I can tell they put a lot of thought and effort into that. 2, very decent paint. You know, like it was basic, not anything extravagant. I know a lot of cheap paint can be very watery and you need a lot of layers just to make it look opaque and thick. I didn't have any issues with this one at all. They gave me a paint by number guide. So as I was showing you all from the very beginning, remember how I was telling you guys where this sheet was showing me where to place the stickers at on the paint pot? It also gave me a replica of the other sheet. This is just basically showing me where to place the paint at if I get confused or if I don't know which goes where. So this is a very important detail for people who can get confused or lost, or if their eyesight isn't the best. So this is a very important detail that I like a lot. Canvas sheet that the picture was printed on is very thick, like it's not paper thin or anything like that. Easy to order. All you have to do is just send them the image that you want them to digitalize and add the numbers on, and all the hard work is done. All you have to do is just send them the picture and you're good to go. And lastly is the hanging material. I like how they sent me hanging materials to place on the back if I want to put nails or anything in the wall. And also too, they gave me push pins to place on the back of the canvas, which also is a very important detail. And this one, the push pins, I didn't get that, or any nails. I didn't get that from the Etsy order at all. So Amazon, good shit. I like. Now time for the con. It was a lot of damn numbers, but I think that's more so my issue compared to their issue. If I wanted my image to look somewhat like my original image, I don't think it would have been possible if I had less numbers. So on my behalf, I feel as though if I would have sent them a more simple image, I don't think I would have had a lot of numbers. But those numbers, they can be very overwhelming, to say the least. Better packaging. So it came in a, what was it? Not even in a box. It was just more so wrapped up in plastic, and all my supplies was in there. Now, I do like how everything was wrapped up securely, but what happened if maybe there was a hole or something that could have happened and everything would have fell out? I think if it would have came more in a box, I would have been a little bit more, feel more secure that nothing would have fell out. But either way how it goes, I still, everything came on fun, but I think that part would have been more important detail. It didn't give me a guide on how to set up this image on canvas. So how I mentioned before, common sense isn't always common towards certain people. So with me, I can be a little bit, it takes me longer to learn certain information. But I think maybe if they would have insert a picture also on how to set up the canvas itself, that would have been a little bit more helpful also. But besides that, this whole thing, it was just excellent. So Amazon, good job on that. So y'all, let's now talk about Etsy, okay? Let's talk about the pros before I get into the cons. I love the packaging off of Etsy. I like how you can just put all your supplies within this one box and carry with you, or whenever you're not ready or whenever you're not finished yet, everything just goes inside this box right here. And like I was mentioned earlier, it came in a box. So if anything was to bust or come out, you can just put everything back together and it'll be less of a hassle. The quality of the paint and the brushes. Like I said, cheap paint can be very watery and takes a while just to build up layers. This one, I didn't have any issues with the paint or brushes at all. So A+ for that one. Easy to order. So the same thing like how it was for Amazon. All you have to do is just insert a picture and send it to them, and they'll take care of everything else. Okay. Extra paint. So this one detail I did like a lot. So what Etsy did is that they sent me multiple paint for one color, because one section of the artwork, it required more paint than the other region of the artwork. That's That's also one thing that Amazon can also consider within their orders too. Another pro is that the canvas sheet itself is also thick and not paper-like. So you don't have to worry about applying too much pressure towards the picture because it won't break. It's literally that boy thick. So there's no worries about trying to puncture holes or anything within this image at all. And my last pro when it comes towards this Etsy order is that they gave me a clear carrying case for both my brushes and for my paint, which is also a very interesting and cool detail. It's like a little cubby right here where you can place your brushes at, or pencils or pens, whatever, and also a little cubby for your paint. So now that my pros are finished, now let's get towards the cons. So for the first con, the colors aren't as accurate as I would have liked. Here, where this hand is at, it's a little bit more darker in complexion on my original artwork. This pink right here, this is like certain things that's not really in my original artwork is placed on here, and I ain't too much really like that. The second one is there's no color guide. I was saying earlier about the Amazon order, how this is just a guide showing me about where the placements of the colors go at. Etsy didn't have that. So the only thing that Etsy gave me was this picture that they printed out themselves. And the more that I'm looking at this image is that they actually pick up more the colors of the image that they print out compared to the image that I sent them. And with me, since I print out a lot of my artwork for prints and I scan them, so I know that the colors that I sent them is a little bit more accurate than the colors that's printed out on this sheet right here. But as I was saying too, I think if they would have gave me a paint guide to where I can know where to place the paint at, that would have been also very, 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 very helpful. If I had to choose which one I would order again, to be quite honest, I think Amazon will be the winner. Just because that I feel as though they included a lot of important details. Not saying that Etsy didn't, but it's the fact that one, you got my color accurate compared to my artwork. You all sent, I think what really did it was that you all sent me push pins to complete my canvas. I think that's really what did it. But I ain't gonna lie, Etsy also had some good hitters too. You all sent me a carrying case. The shipping came in this box. But what really did it was that the colors weren't as accurate the way how I wish they would have. If the colors were accurate, I think this will be runner up for a fact. But y'all, if you all like this video and if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment down below and like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you all have a good day and night wherever you're watching this at, and I'll see you next time.